You guys ready? Uh-oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Four Jobbers Podcast. I'm, of course, Ginger Heat. I'm the orange one. I'm the ginger one. I'm the handsome one. I'm the sick one. I'm the unapologetic Bret Hart
like
Mark.
Tim Allen.
So get ready for a deep Brad podcast. Today, we're joined by none other than the Arsenal fan champion himself, the body for no, I can't do it.
The body from
the body from Kirkcaldy.
Brilliant.
Jordan Deves.
He died.
His personal Bruce Buffer is dead. Can't speak,
Mate.
can't bark, can't do nothing. But I'm here. Jordan is
You're
here.
useless.
He's wearing a red shirt, just like my face and my eyeballs. Jason,
Asshole.
Yeah. I didn't have anything wrong with my asshole.
Mm.
What was that? Jason, they hate Jason, they love Jason. The enigmatic, the charismatic, the mysterious, the wonderful, the magnificent himself, the unapologetic Shawn Michaels Mark. And Jordan is a Triple H Mark. So we have three of the GOATs represented here today. And we're going to be talking about what happened on Raw. We're going to be talking about our thoughts and feelings about Saturday Night's main event, and our thoughts and feelings about AEW's big pay-per-view that is coming to us this weekend. What do you guys want to start it off with? We can start off with a little bit of Raw. Might as well get that out of the way before we get into the real good, juicy stuff. So stay tuned if you want to hear that. It's coming. It's not too far away, but let's talk about Raw, because it wasn't the worst episode ever.
It was all right.
It was all right, right? Yeah, I got to the end of it, and I was able to skim through a good amount of it, which was nice. I didn't watch it live for once.
You can skim through all the ads and pish. I mean,
Some of the matches.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know what? It was a good show.
It was a good show.
I enjoyed it, and they wheeled out Brock from his retirement to take on Oba again. Fine,
Let's start with that. How do you feel about Brock Lesnar being rolled out? It was a surprise. Like, if you didn't see it coming.
It was a surprise. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. I think I knew that his retirement wasn't his retirement. That
you said that on this podcast, yes.
I was pretty confident that wasn't the last time we were going to see him. I don't think I was expecting to see him so soon. I thought it would be closer to SummerSlam or something like that. But do you know what? He comes out now. It made sense. Like, you kind of got to a point with Oba and his open challenge that.
So glad that's over, man. That open challenge
100%.
Sucks, man.
Yeah.
Get that out of here. I'd rather you just book jobbers than or even regular wrestlers you can squash.
Last week, you literally had the general manager come out, but nobody wants to challenge you. And so then the week after, he comes out and goes, "Who wants to fight me now?" Well, still nobody, mate. Like, what you gonna just every week? You just go. It's not an open challenge if you have to grab somebody and drag them to the ring every single week.
It's so stupid.
But do you know what?
Anyway, didn't matter.
The point of it was to make him look like an absolute monster and to show that nobody's willing to stand up to him and have a fight with him. Fine, you've done that. I don't ever need to see that ever again. But all it really did now was build this little thing with Brock. When does this happen, though? I feel like this isn't going to be a Clash in Italy match. I'm assuming this will be something that happens down the line, right?
No, I think they said it's going to be for Brock said that he wants the Clash in Italy challenge.
The Clash in Italy challenge.
Yeah, that's what he called it.
No, that's not what. How did you guys watch Raw?
He said he challenged him in Italy.
Paul Heyman had the contract for Clash in Italy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's not being confirmed.
He said Brock signed it.
Yeah. But nothing's been confirmed. I don't think
it's coming.
It's not happening. Or something's going to change. Surely.
They just teased it. It's happening. They need
I
something for Clash in Italy, and that's the big draw now. That's the big name on the card. Well, it's one of the big names on the card.
Well, we can. Yeah, I was going to say, because if that's the big draw for the card, then I'll take that, because the other draw that we've got is Roman versus Jacob, and people are barking at me and my thoughts about Jacob, apparently.
Yeah. Mayo covered bastard.
Whatever that means.
Someone called him
you're
Mayo
white.
covered bastard.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
No way. Who said that?
I don't know.
Somebody... know. It was funny.
Like, I asked him by my comments on that. Like, Jacob proved again on Raw that he has no ability to build his character. And again, I'm talking about the character. I'm not talking about the talent, the wrestler. I'm talking about the character. He has absolutely no ability to build. He literally just comes out and goes straight to 100. And I'm like, okay, well, I've seen this. So there's again, no nuance in the performance. So why should I get excited about him as a heel or a face? He's the same guy either way. So I've seen it before. I'm not.
And you'll see it again.
Yeah, I'm going to get.
And it's going to be another Samoan tribal chief match. What is it?
Tribal combat. Yeah.
Tribal combat.
Will there be blood? How violent do you think this match will be, guys?
Wow.
It should be violent at this point. Like, where does Jacob go from here? Like you said, you've seen him go 1 to 100 a million times. Now he's got to go to 1,000. We need blood, a bloodbath.
We need a bloodbath. We need a blood feud.
Is this more unsanctioned than the unsanctioned match that he had at Mania?
No, this is sanctioned, I think, by the tribal chiefs and the WWE, like TKO and WWE, like, you know, together.
Good pals, eh?
Yeah.
So there'll be more advertising than the other one.
What a shite.
Hopefully.
So there'll still be a referee. There'll still be entrances. There'll still be music. So it'll still be the same, except
the tribal chief title is on the line. As well as
chief title,
the WWE title.
So is the WWE title on the line?
He gets the Ulafala?
Yeah, sure.
And the title?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I don't know. That's not important. Who cares what the main title is?
But going back to Brock.
Tribal combat for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, what about Brock?
You know, it's funny. People say, "Oh, they wanted the open challenge for Obafemi was supposed to be to make him look like a monster." As if beating Brock Lesnar dominantly at WrestleMania didn't do that well enough. I wanted to see him beat up some losers just to confirm it. Like
Umberto and Carrillo
doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like going in reverse. Like he's going to go down to NXT after this, and then he's going to go to Evolve, and then he's going to wrestle in the backyard of someone's house. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm glad that's over. And speaking character-wise, because I know Brock Lesnar is a hot-button topic. You can't speak about him without saying he's a horrible monster of a human being. I'm just talking about the character. I don't want to talk about the man. So character-wise, I'm happy that he's back because he went out like a bitch, and I don't want to see Brock Lesnar, the character, go out like a bitch. He's one of the greatest characters in the history of WWE. So I'm happy he's back, and the Open Challenge sucked. We need another big name. We need someone to be excited for. Their match wasn't that great. We can have a better one, hopefully. And I don't want him to win necessarily, but I'd like to see more of a war. It could be competitive and him lose rather than whatever that was. Everyone's like, oh, so beautiful. La, 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 la. He was like, no, it wasn't. That felt so... That didn't feel good at all to me for the character of Brock Lesnar.
It was just happy that Oba won, right? Because we love Oba.
I'm happy Oba won, but they deserve more of a war than that. Like, give me a break.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Do you want to see that, though? Do you want to see Brock Lesnar in a long match?
I want to see
it doesn't even have to be long, but it has to be more of a war. They barely got started at WrestleMania. It was nothing.
Squash.
That's
you can get squashed. So
I remember
if he was actually retired and left, then a squash could make sense.
I don't know if it was Goldberg and Bobby Lashley that had like a short match, but it felt they had a lot of hard-hitting, crazy moves. They just packed it in really tight. So something like that. I don't know. Just give me something. Doesn't have to be long, but strong.
Yeah, fair. Just no, long but strong.
Got to get the freak shit going on.
I'm here for it.
What else do we have on Raw? We had the El Grande stuff. I'm not really feeling on this. I think it's incredible what they're doing on AAA. I love watching the highlights of the AAA stuff. I think the crowd is so awesome. I love the soap opera storyline going on. I think it's so good, but it's the American version is not working for either duo or trio.
Do you know? I watched it today with the valet, and I was like,
"Oh, anywhere. She's stuck watching today."
She was like, "All these guys, yeah." She was like, "All these guys just in masks. How do you know who's who?" And I was like,
"You really?"
I mean, it's a good point. Like, if you don't know what's happening, you just kind of flick on. You're like, "Who?" All these guys kind of look the same.
Yeah,
and I guess that's kind of the gimmick in this particular feud that they are.
True.
They're kind of the same thing. I then went through explaining the whole storyline to her, and she lost interest about 2/3 of the way through. But I kept telling her anyway because I was finding it interesting. And I was thinking, do you know what? There's 6 guys here that would otherwise be sitting around doing absolutely nothing, but yet they get a spot on Monday Night Raw every single week in some kind of variation of match, and they're all incredible talents. So, yeah, do you know what? Do I love the storyline? No. But do I get to see Tyler Bate? Well, so we're going to break, the rules a little bit here. Do I get to see Tyler Bate? Do I get to see Pete Dunne? Do I get to see Ludwig Kaiser, Chad Gable, and the American boys? I can't remember their names. Yeah, I do. So I can't really complain about that. Their talent is on screen. So do you know what? Maybe the unmasking is going to be a bit of a lifesaver for one of these sides, whoever it is that loses, because then they can change their character again. But hey, we've already seen them on screen, so they're still going to be around. I'm here for it. I like it.
Hell yeah. I like that they're using Finn Balor more. I know that he's doing his thing with JD. I don't know where this goes really between him and JD. It seems like it's supposed to end yesterday, because not only did there was a bunch of interference, he still won anyway. So good for Finn. Hope he keeps going. He was on Stephanie McMahon's pod, and he was talking about how tough it is that he's with his Mexican wife. Her family's down in Mexico. He's obviously from the Emerald Isle. His family's over there. And they're kind of alone in America, and he's envious of all the guys that get to go home to their family and then get to go home to their extended families. And she was kind of like, well, what's next? He's like, well, I'm not done with WWE. He says, I know this is where I want to be. I want to be at the top. I want to be a top guy. I want to be fighting for the world championships, that kind of thing. So he's locked in. And do you envision WWE pushing this guy for another world title run anytime soon?
No.
Do you want to see that, or do you not care?
I'd be down to see it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
You just don't believe that they would actually do it?
Well, they haven't built him anywhere close to that, so I don't.
Like, is this the beginning of that? He's like, out of Judgment Day, he just spanked JD McDonough in that hardcore match in pretty convincing fashion.
Who does he go after, though? The problem is the guys at the top now are like mythical creatures.
Yeah.
You got the Roman and you got the Cody.
Yeah.
These aren't normal champions that you can just go after. They need a massive program, and they're both currently in one. So,
like, if you think about what, like 5-6 years ago, something like that. No, probably even more than that now. Jeez, the world
crazy.
It's wild.
Where we going?
You had Jinder Mahal was the WWE champion for 7-8 months or whatever it was. I'm no disrespect, an incredible talent, right?
Yeah,
but
Canadian,
absolutely beatable. It would make sense that somebody could win the title from him at any moment, because it could just be the right night or the right circumstance or the right match type or whatever it is. It would make sense. I don't understand how Roman gets beat. I don't understand how Cody gets beat, because these are two guys that you could argue are on the...
they can only beat each other, and they're both champs.
Yeah.
And like CM Punk floats in that air.
Yeah.
But these are two guys that are on the fucking... What's the thing
Mount
with the faces?
Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore of the modern era. Like,
there we go.
I'm not going to say of all time.
No.
I'm not crazy.
No.
But for the modern era, that's two of those guys. So who beats them? It can't be a Jinder Mahal. Like, I'm not being rude. It just can't be.
Can't be like a Darby Allin.
How or do you just do it? You rip the Band-Aid off if you want to Americanize it. I wouldn't say Band-Aid. I'd say a plaster, but that's fine. But maybe you do that at some point. You just have to, right, Finn, now's your chance, mate. Let's do it.
Maybe that's what's happening now. It's like, hey,
maybe
you got to connect with the crowd. You got to do something. We need you to rise up. And I think he's always been good at connecting with the crowd. He's created a faction that still lives on today.
Yeah.
I mean, like Bullet Club, I think he helped rise it up into the stratosphere. So
yeah, I just think unfortunately there's a few other guys that are probably ahead of him in the queue. That's the only problem.
Jimmy,
right in the queue. Jimmy
from the queue.
Oh. I meant Jimmy Uso.
No. No.
Why not?
What about Saul and Becky? Are you hyped and excited? No. Jason, you look like you're jizzing or in pain. I'm not sure.
Sometimes both.
And in this case?
I don't know. I don't care about Sol Ruca at all. Like, I don't care about her at all. Like, when I see her, I'm like, she looks cool, but I don't know why I should care about her, because I'm one of those losers that only watches the main roster. So I don't have a feel for her NXT expertise. I don't like her finisher. I know everyone jizzes over that, but I'm not a fan of it. If she did it like once in a while, like if it came like every third, fourth, fifth match, like it was like a super finisher, that'd be cool. But regular finisher, no, don't like it.
She needs a signature that is a finisher, and then use the Soul Snatcher when it's like a championship match. That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's because not a lot of people have that anymore, so that would be cool. I think this could cause me to be interested in her because Becky is incredible. Obviously, I don't love her Becky's character right now, where she's super over the top and like a caricature. That's a hard word to say. Caricature of herself. She's turned up a little bit too much for my liking. I like it when it's a little bit lower, Becky. But wrestling wise, they should have a good feud or whatever they're putting together. So it's something to sink my teeth into with Soul because she has done nothing yet. She just got there.
Yeah, she needs to win you over with her personality. And right now, she's still one of those young, generic, early stages like, surfer, characters. So
whatever.
She does that thing that I've talked about before, right? If you're an actor.
Didn't Dakota Kai do that?
Yeah, she did. Well done.
Good.
That worked out well.
Dakota Kai. I was going to say, she's like smiley in her promos, which tells me you're not in character when you're smiling. And she's starting to get,
character.
But smiling. No, she's getting better at it, I think. But and she has she's had a lot of time to develop.
Yeah, you got to develop. You can't just she'll develop.
She needs time. Needs more time. Keep it going. You're working with one of the goats, right? So hopefully that continues to rise her up. Speaking of goats, LA Knight and All Ethan Echo Page.
Echo. The Amazon Echo Page.
Echo Pager, Ethan, the Canadian, and LA Knight had a little thing. People were talking about how LA Knight hasn't been on the show in a little while. Now he's back, and he's having some backstage stuff. He's talking to Seth, and then he's talking to a bunch of other people. And then he's with the Montez Ford and Dawkins and da-da-da-da. Before we get into what's going on with Montez, Jay, I want to talk to you about that, obviously, because it seems like, I don't know if you watched the full promo, but we'll get into that in a sec. Jordan, are you happy with LA Knight coming back? Do you care? Do you think he still has the ability to fly with the Eagles at the top of the card, or is he more like a U.S. Intercontinental kind of guy now?
I don't know if he's at the top of the card, as you said. I can see him, and he's a mid card guy at the minute. Again, his shtick has worn a little bit thin with me. Like it's kind of the same thing, rinse and repeat. And unfortunately, they didn't bite the bullet at the time. They didn't give him the title sooner, or give him that push sooner. So
part of it is not having faith that he could win it because they didn't pull the trigger, right?
Yeah, right. And if you're not going to do that at a time when we all want it to happen, when he goes away for a bit and then comes back, it's like a reunion tour. Like I've seen it before. I don't win the title though. I don't.
It's nice to have him around, right? Like it's cool to have him. He's a cool character. We get the character. We know it. Like you say, it's a reunion. We're familiar with him.
Yeah.
But is it believable that he's going to go to the top again? Definitely not right now.
Yeah. I mean, again, he has the ability to win me over with one promo. Like that's how good he is at that. Sure. But right now, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Although I tell you, I really enjoyed watching Jay try not to laugh for the entire promo with LA Knight, just facing the other way the entire time, just covering his mouth. Again, it proves how good LA Knight is when he wants to be, or he's given a bit of freedom.
Yeah.
He can do that. He can pull that kind of promo work out the bag, but in a backstage promo against Jay that means nothing, it's wasted. It's an utter waste of time. Like, you should be in the ring calling out somebody that's got a title rather than just Jay in the back. Wasted.
Combo with Seth and stuff. But Jay, speaking of Jason, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins coming in. They're now involved in stuff. They got this tag team thing going on, but there's also a little bit of a divide sort of happening. Maybe not a big one, but maybe not a huge wedge, but a crack, perhaps, has formed as Montez was a little bit upset at Dawkins, and he's saying, "You're not locked in. You're not, and he's like, Dawkins like, "Well, I got to go be friends with Seth now." He's like, "What?" And like, so I don't know where this friendship came from with Dawkins and Seth. Seth needs a friend, so maybe that's good, and it'll draw those two apart. But right now, Bianca's on the shelf for a long time. Montez has got the runway. Is this the time where he finally flies free and starts doing his Montez dance all alone, or is this just like a false hope in my mind?
It's probably false hope, but I'll bite, because it's they're wiggling it a little bit, which is nice because it's been not even in the water for how long? Like, this guy was gone. Like, he wasn't even being talked about. He wasn't on TV. So I'm happy he's back regardless. Usually I care how things get done, like, oh, this storyline's going to go this way. How are they going to go about it? In this case, I don't care what they do. I don't care if Dawkins just shows up one day and he's like, just like hypnotized and says, I don't want to be tag partners anymore. It's like, oh, what happened? I don't know. Like, I don't even care if they explain it. Just get them separated. Let Montez Ford be on his own. Be a heel to start because he's going to be incredible, and he'll work his way later to be a face. Just let him go. He's so damn good. Like, I don't know how old he is. I think he's like our age, but he moves like he's 25. Like, crazy. He's in the best 35. Shape. He's 35 years old.
35.
Oh, 40. He's still going to be doing that when he's 45. Okay, like, he's just a freak, and you can see when he gets in the ring and when he's just like amping himself up, he wants to explode and he wants to let it all go and he wants to show what he can do. So let him do it. Like, what the hell are we doing here? What can't he do? I don't understand anymore.
I think the promo before their when was it? They had a promo on Raw, and Kathy Kelly's like, "Oh, Angelo, what did you think about this thing that happened?" And he's like, "Yeah. Well, I'm sick of it, and I don't like it one bit, and I'm mad." All right, Montez, what do you think? And he's doing the dance, and his eyes are popping at his head, and we want the smoke and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, these are two completely different people. As a tag team, they work in the ring. They're great in the ring.
So good.
But from a promo point of view, Angelo just needs to sit there and just do this thing and do nothing else, because Montez is a million times better at it than Dawkins is.
Yeah, Dawkins isn't bad. Like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to.
No, he's not. Yeah. But he just looks bad by
but there's
comparison.
Levels to it. There's levels to it. And it's not disrespect. If you're standing next to someone who's got it all and should be in the main event picture, in my opinion, doesn't mean you're garbage. You're still really good. I could see Dawkins have a great singles career. Probably mid-card, but like, I don't know, probably mid-card, but that's still really good.
Still really good.
And I just want to see it happen. Like, it'll get me actually invested and excited in wrestling. Like, I don't have a lot of guys that I'm really invested in and want to see do well. Montez has always been that person. They're a legendary tag team. They've been a tag team for a long time. It's not like they're prematurely breaking them up. If anything, it's the opposite. We've been waiting for it forever.
We've been waiting for a long time.
There's only a couple more things I wanted to talk about on Raw that we should go over. One of them is the women's tag team division. We have Paige and Brie, and the other two, and then the other two is what we're talking about.
The other two from the other two.
There's Bailey and Lyra that ran in and interfered with the actual
Lash
match.
And Nia as well.
Lash and Nia are out there, but then it was Perez and Rodriguez that were in the match. So maybe there's 4 or 5 tag teams now floating around, and it's their moment, right? They're having it, they're doing it. Do you like the synchronicity between Paige and Brie Bella at the moment?
No.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be working. They were doing this kick spot is the one that stands out in my head. And Paige was looking at Brie trying to get her timing, and the timing was so off. It's supposed to be for yes kicks and Paige's kicks, and it looked really bad, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to Brie, but she was never really been that strong in the ring. She wasn't. Yeah. She was not the one people cared about the most in that tag team with her sister. Her sister was the main event draw. Paige obviously was incredible, super big draw, legend, blah blah blah. But like, I don't know if she can still do that. Hopefully, but like, she's working her way back up to it. I guess.
Yeah, I liked her work in the ring. I didn't think it was bad or anything. But you're right. Maybe
it's not quite the same. But I don't know.
Maybe this is a good intro into her solo work.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them together. I guess that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's just not working together. Like, I know it was thrown together because of the injury, but
it's a great way to get Paige back in the company. And I think the minute they lose the titles, whenever that might be, I think Paige then goes, cool, thanks, Brie. I enjoyed that. I'm going to, singles title now and take on somebody. She's younger than me. Like, we talk about her like she's a legend.
She is.
But she's younger than, she is, yeah, but she's younger than me. So,
amazing.
Like,
but her age is not an issue whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying. She can still go.
If she has the ability to still go like she did the last time she was out, even when she was in AEW, then
they messed her up in AEW though. Like, she came in, they gave her the title, and no one cared. And it's like the tag division is where hopes and dreams go to die. The women's tag division in WWE. It's not so much. I don't blame any of the people in it. I blame the story around it and the characters and everything they're building. They don't care. They just interrupt matches and come out and fight, and there's never any story or cohesive connection between anything. Like, it's just so why I never care about the tag team division.
I would say there's definitely been more story, or at least more emphasis on it in the last few months.
Emphasis,
whether you like it or not, is a different matter. But
what's the story though? Like, I'm missing something.
I mean, if you look at it over the last 3 or 4 months, the story has been that you have two groups of, or two friends, or whatever you want to call them, tag teams, pals, whatever, part of a faction, and they're all fighting to find that spot because they're not in the main event picture, right? But it's constant and it's bouncing between them, and one is interfering with one that interferes with another one. It's almost like we would need, right, do you know what? We're going to get to this culmination point where the titles have swapped hands so many times and all these people keep interfering. We're going to do a tag team gauntlet match where all of them get a chance to we did that, with the tag titles in Mania a few years back, where if all of these teams get a chance to fight, or some kind of tournament or something like that, because I feel like everyone's interfering in everyone's matches. I don't love it, but ultimately you're getting all of these women on TV pretty much every week. Again, as I said, with the Mexican boys. So
I feel like it's a waste of time though. Like, they could be on TV doing backstage personality segments, like that get to know the dynamic between the two. Like, maybe they're doing something backstage or just something creative instead of just running out and interfering with each other. Like, I don't get to know them or care about them at all. Like what's it like with Brie? With Brie, I imagine it would be interesting. Brie and Paige, especially with Nikki. It should be Nikki. And maybe they're having weird conversations backstage, or there's animosity, or who knows what they're trying to do to smooth it over.
Is Nikki?
She's hurt, but she could still show up.
She doesn't have to show up. It could be spoken through Brie. It could be on the phone. It could be anything. Like, it could be so many things, but it's nothing.
We need story. We need to build on these characters. And speaking of the vision, Jason, you mentioned it a little bit there. The last thing I wanted to bring up was Seth versus Braun. Seth versus Theory. Seth versus Theory. Seth wins, but Braun beats him up after. So Seth Rollins continues his feud with Braun Breaker. Interesting spot that Seth is in, right? He's still trying to figure out how to be alone and have no friends unless Angelo joins him.
Yeah, I don't know why Angelo likes Seth so much. I don't understand. I understand he did something for you, sort of, but you ended up getting speared. Why do you like him so much now? It's weird, but I don't care. Like I said, just go with Seth.
That's a cool story of he architects his way and steals Dawkins away from Montez, and Montez is mad. I don't know.
Maybe, but he hasn't really done much to show that he's pulling the strings, He kind of just...
It's just Dawkins puppy dogging for him. It's just I love you.
Out of nowhere. So it doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
Come be with me, friend. He needs a friend. So
make the Vision cooler. Yeah, when they had Maxine Dupree in the car, and give me more of that.
Who was it that said it might have been an accident? She wasn't actually. Maybe it was Wax. Oh yeah, I didn't say Wax is, or it was you.
Yeah,
it was
it must have been an accident because that was cool.
They've not said anything about it. It's such a shame.
No mention of it.
It happened. Everyone saw it. Just make it a thing.
Yeah, girls riding with them and stuff. Let's go. Guys riding with them. I don't care. Just to have some some groupies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know the one thing that annoyed me about this entire match, this whole segment, the entire
NXT girls riding with them would be sick.
That would be good. Watching the match happen and just watching Logan Paul on the side with both titles just on his arms like that.
So jacked, man.
And he's just walking around
really
the entire time. And I'm like, but he's not doing anything. He's just walking around. Like, Logan should be doing... I hate Logan Paul, but he should be doing so much more than just
so much personality and charisma, and you're not letting it show. How are you not... How are you not utilizing Logan Paul correctly? You have
just a lack of creativity. It's not a lack of talent or a lack of personnel. It's never been that. Never will be that. There's always going to be amazing wrestlers and people at their disposal. They have everything at their disposal except the desire to make a good product and television show when they're still raking in all our money for bare minimum garbage that they give us every week. Why should they do better? I'm not even hating. It's true.
No, I know. I agree. I like the shots. I like it. It's
not all bad. There's occasionally some okay.
We started out by saying this was a decent episode of Raw. It was a good episode. It was a fine watch. It didn't feel as long as usual episodes.
Nope.
That's big.
I mean, Brock coming back was great. Roman and Jacob was okay. It's kind of getting long in the tooth.
It was pish.
The end was nothing special. Like, I don't know if it was really that great if you go back and look at it, but maybe
I think it was a bunch of like bees, and usually we're in the Seas.
Yeah, a bunch of bees.
A bunch of B minus players. Like
the Finn and JD street fight was good. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, okay, fine. The street fight was good.
You know, they didn't build it up to be this crazy, brutal match. It was like, oh, by the way, it's a street fight. And good, that makes sense. And it was
a good match. Yeah.
There was the show didn't feel as empty as like the pay-per-views and stuff. There's backstage segments. There was talking.
Yeah, it wasn't empty.
I'll
give it that. Yeah, it wasn't.
It felt like a wrestling show. Now there's a lot of problems that we have picked out throughout this entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not all in the C's and D's.
100%.
A little, and maybe it's because, like you've been talking about for a while, Jay, you've been saying like the bar has been lowered, right? So now it's like they cleared that bar.
Yeah, the bar has been pretty low.
Speaking of bars, I don't know. There's not actually a segue there. I just thought
somewhere you're not allowed right now.
Interject myself. Yeah, somewhere I'm not going to say. I'm sober as a judge, and I hate it. I want a drink. I want to drink whiskey. I'm so miserable, but I'm sure it'll be worth
it. Straight edge.
Nah, it's crap. Straight edge.
Yeah, I'm getting off the straight edge barrel too. It sucks.
Let's dive into some predictions from some stuff that's happening this weekend.
Let's do it.
Let's go through it pretty quickly because we're getting a bit long here, but let's just run through it. Saturday night main event is on Saturday, funnily enough. So it's before the one that's on Sunday because Saturday comes
Habs
before Sunday.
Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh. This particular Saturday night main event has 5 matches. 5 matches.
Was it WrestleMania?
Right? Which seems quite long for
6-minute matches.
These are normally like 2 hour.
If they have short matches on that, I don't care.
But I guess we'll see how it goes.
Saturday night main events have always been...
I didn't even know it was on this Saturday, so this is news to me. Let's see what we got.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what, Jason, you can give me your first prediction between Penta and Ethan Page for the IC title.
Penta, 100%.
Penta, 100%. Whoa.
I don't think Ethan Page has been fleshed out enough or been there long enough to take the title away from Penta, especially when he retained it at WrestleMania. I don't think it's time yet. No.
I completely agree. Ethan Page is great talent, and I will.
Doesn't have to win either.
As the IC title, IC champion.
His little interview with Michael Cole was funny. He had some good stuff in there.
I think he's good. I'm looking forward to what he can do. Yeah,
he can wrestle. He's Canadian
for sure.
I love it.
But Penta on that one.
Yeah.
The next match is for the tag team championship between the Vision and the Street Profits. Brad, what do you have on that one?
Man, I don't want to. Because I'm so biased and I don't want to see the Street Profits stay together, I kind of want the Vision. I want the Vision to keep the gold and be cool. I want them to come out with Tatum Paxley. I want them to come out with Jada Parker. And that's what I want to see. So they win. Vision getting cooler every week.
I think I'm going to jump in and say Vision as well. I don't think the Profits are taking this.
Yeah, it's got to be the Vision, especially when they're hopefully working towards a breakup or some dissension between the Street Profits. I don't want to see them win the title, so it'd be like, what the hell are we doing here? No.
The next match is a banger.
Is it?
Tell us, Jordan. And I want your prediction.
Danhausen?
Even better.
I hope I've got it in the same order you do. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab in a 6-woman tag match.
When did they make this?
Fuck
SmackDown?
Yeah.
SmackDown this will be the middle of the night for me when I start watching it. So I'm definitely going to go and take a massive shit when this is on because that's what this match deserves.
Is it going to be bigger than the one they do?
Yeah, probably. It will last longer, I'll tell you that. But an absolute waste of talent. Why this is happening, I don't know. But you know what? Fine, whatever. You've got Rhea Ripley, who's just won her title in a 6-man tag. Whatever. The good guys win. Rhea wins.
Jason?
I say the bad guys win.
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't even care.
Exactly.
Jason says bad guys. I'll just say the good guys.
Because it matters so little, I figure they have to get something.
It's true. We need to. Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's fair. Whatever. I don't care.
Becky Lynch and Sol Ruka in a match, not for the IC title, because you got to beat the champ to be able to beat the champ. Apparently,
well,
give it to Sol
for the
at that
title.
point, right?
So
I mean, this has got to be Sol. Yeah,
it's got to be Sol because she was making fun of her for not winning yet. It's not for the title. Writes itself.
Yep,
bad.
100%.
Bad.
And we've already said it, but Paige and Brie versus Lash Legend and Nia Jax
for the titles.
For the titles this time, yeah. I think Paige and Brie will keep it this time around.
Jason?
I'm going to go Nia and Lash. At least they're a team that makes sense. They've been together a while. They got some good camaraderie. I don't know. I got to see what this.
Yeah. Do you know what? Lash Legend is going to turn up and she's going to be class as ever. So I'm okay with it. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah, I'll pick the bad guys in this one since I picked the good guys in the other one.
Oh, well, there
this
you go.
is pretty sad.
It's not a great card.
This card doesn't draw you in. This card doesn't make you take your eyeballs away from AEW.
It's like sad enough that I'm just going in and if anything happens, I'll be happy. Kind of
expectations are bottom of the barrel.
Are low. That's fair.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I'm going to jump into AEW's Double or Nothing. Now, you'll be expecting me to tell you here that looking at the card in front of me, we have 14 or 15 matches to get through, but I'm pleased to tell you that there's only 8 matches announced.
Beautiful,
so far, which is absolutely stunning.
There's no way.
It's absolutely crazy. I'm so here for it. I'm assuming more will get added, if I'm being honest, because this is around about the Owen Hart Cup tournament stuff. So I think a couple other matches might get added in this week. But as it stands, there's 8 matches. So we can go through them, or if there's a couple that you want to pick out in particular. I'll tell you what, Jason, I'll ask you about this one. We have FTR versus Cage and Cope, Edge and Christian to those who are uninitiated, in an I Quit match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And if Cage and Cope lose, they must retire as a tag team.
Oh, okay, but not retire. They can be
it just says retire as a tag team. So
very key distinction. Have I ever seen a I Quit tag team match? Have you? I don't know.
Oh, good point. I don't think
that's an interesting dynamic.
Good dynamic. Yeah.
I like what they did last week or the last few weeks here, especially last week on Dynamite. They're entertaining. It's a very spotty match, but
that's okay. I mean,
it was still really fun.
FTR is incredible workers, and the other two are just incredible in general.
Good. And there's story in there that they hate each other, and FTR's bad guys now. Like it was really fun.
Who are the champs?
FTR.
I say Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Are they Cajun?
Cajun chicken. I think they have to win. Like it makes sense to get the tag titles on them kind of one last time, if you like.
Yeah. Let FTR chase.
But you're right. It's a great dynamic. This idea that
do they both have to quit or want the first one to quit?
Well, that's what. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm assuming if like Christian Cage is in a submission and he's about to say Edge will come over and be like, "I don't you fuck."
You cover his mouth. There's gonna be some mouth covering for sure.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, like
I'm down.
It's gonna be fun. both of them can still put on a good match, and FTR can make anyone look good. So if this is kept to just them, I know Stokely is hanging around with
the Young
FTR.
Bucks. Young Bucks are going to roll out. And
if we just avoid any of that kind of pish, this match could be absolutely insane.
It's not overbooked, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that for sure.
Good call.
One that is a very interesting dynamic is Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay.
Whoa.
Now, this is in the quarterfinals, I believe it is, for the Owen Hart Cup. But Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay, two very, very different wrestlers, but two styles clashing, to coin a phrase there.
And have you watched lately what's going on with Ospreay?
With the Death Riders, yeah.
Yeah, it's like heel Ospreay. He's not that guy anymore. They're on this rooftop, like I don't know where they are. Were they Colombia or something? I don't know where they are. This jungle, and Moxley's just like teaching him how to choke guys out. He's doing this backflip thing on his head, stretching his neck, and he's teaching him how to choke guys out. And Moxley has this really deep promo, like looking out into the distance. And I was like, this is cool shit. Like, I don't care if you don't love what they're talking about and all this, but him like getting Will Ospreay onto his team and convincing him and turning him into this like bad guy who like just likes to hurt people. And it's like, yeah, I know you've been doing this a long time, but you just got injured lately and you're this flippy guy, but I'm going to teach you how to choke people out and how to fucking, and I was just like, this is nuts. Like, I don't know. It's just really interesting. It's so different and lots of story. Like, this is fucking, even if I don't love the story itself, which I started to, even if you don't or whoever it is, there's a lot there. So it's cool shit.
There's a lot of it I find with Mox quite cringy. Like when he talks about certain stuff, I'm listening, I'm going,
but he can still kick the fuck out of you. That's it's always in the back of the mind, right?
Like
he's this psychopath,
some of the stuff he's saying, he's giving all this. He's like, I'm gonna come and get you, man. And I'm like, but then when he does, he would rip my, cock off.
That's the thing. It's like you can't say shit. It's crazy.
So yeah, like Joe and Ospreay, I think that's going to be a cool great match. I think Ospreay will probably win. I think that's the whole point that he's building up to being this guy who can beat guys like Samoa Joe. So this will be a good fight, but ultimately Ospreay will take the win on that.
Jay, do you think there's any chance Samoa Joe wins, and based on what we've told you?
I mean, based on what you told me, you're really working up Ospreay over here. It'd be interesting to see if he changes his style a little bit. Maybe get me to, want to watch him more. So I'll go with Ospreay. They're building something there. I don't think Joe at this point in his career needs the win.
No, not in a cup tournament type thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
What do you get when you win the cup?
Title shot.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
And the cup, I think, is the point. But yeah, title shot. But talking about trying to get people on the card and trying to get people on the show, here's a match for you, Jason. You ready? Yeah, listen up. So we have a stadium stampede match, okay? Mm-hmm. In this match, we have Jericho. He's not called Chris Jericho anymore. Remember that. He's just called Jericho. So we have Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, which is Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
Because he hired them, right?
Yes. Well, sort of, yeah. And the Elite, Kenny Omega, Jungle Jack Perry, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson versus The Demand, who are Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona, and the Don Callis family, Mark Davis, Andrade, and the Dogs, Clark Connors and David Finlay. Whew. So basically, you have a bunch of guys fighting a bunch of guys in a stadium. How you ref this or how you keep tabs on this, it doesn't really matter. It's a gimmick match. It's people
and
will
you
do
win.
Mad
First
spots.
pinfall wins or elimination?
No, yep, just first one. That's it, done.
How many refs are there?
Well, it's an entire stadium, so 400 or something. I don't know.
There'll be refs more than one?
There'll be refs.
Yeah.
And they have to know like who counted first. Like, I've never seen one. So like, how did they?
Please go and watch. What are the original ones?
I know what it is, but I never actually watched a full one.
Yeah, you should watch
One of the original ones is great because you literally have just like 6 guys versus 6 guys, and they start underneath like the posts on a football field, and they just run towards
I've
each
seen highlights,
other.
but I never understood how it worked. I'll go watch the first one.
I like what they're doing with their stadiums, though. They're having like outdoor things and like by the beach.
Yeah, they're being creative.
Like bashing the beach and shit. Like really cool stuff. Like
I like that.
Throw it out there. Throw shit at the wall.
Yeah, do you know what? Like, again, this is just a match, as I've said, to get people on the card, but they're going to do spots. There's going to be things happen. There's going to be crowd interaction at these moments. There's going to be folk jumping off stuff.
All these guys have had interactions throughout. Like, there is reason why these guys are all fighting. There's story. There's all kinds of stuff. So it's not like out of nowhere. It's not just like throwing these guys in this match. They all have like beef, which is cool. At least there's something.
Yeah, it does make sense. But again, it's like, if I liken it to it, it's like the women's tag division in
we're getting you all on the show somehow, boys.
It's just a bunch of people that are all fighting with each other. What we need is a stadium stampede match for the WWE tag division, and we'll be fine.
Off to the races.
But an interesting one nonetheless. But I don't know who wins this. I think I'll probably have to go good guys. Jericho coming back, and everyone's beating him.
I'd love to see that, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Give him that. I'm going to jump to the main event, because I need to get Jason's opinion on this. We have a title versus hair match for the AEW World Championship. Darby Allin versus MJF. What's going on there, Jason?
Well, I mean, I think it needs to be MJF winning. Like, in my world, in my brain, Darby having the belt makes no sense to me anymore. Give it back to who deserves it. Let him run with it. Didn't they like sell tons of tickets to this event, much more than last year? I heard they're like at 14,000 or something, or there's a higher percentage of ticket sales this year. MJF sells tickets. MJF gets eyeballs. MJF is the best wrestler they have in that company.
People, though, you have to pause there. People have loved Darby's run and are loving his matches. Even Meltzer has rated all of his matches like 5 stars. And so I watched.
Meltzer loves AEW, of course.
But the matches have been surprisingly good. Like, I've been.
Not that he doesn't put on good matches, but they're,
Until you watch them, can't have an opinion. On Darby.
Well, I mean, I guess, but
on his title run, because we all thought it was going to be like it was so surprising that he won it, and like all of us, even myself included, were like, "Wow, okay, well, this is like a little gimmick. He won it. It's Mankind style. Like he's just going to give it up." But he's proceeded to exceed expectations in every single match, which is just crazy. Like I honestly, I did not expect the matches that we've gotten. They've been booked well. They've been wrestled well, and there's a classic 5 or 6.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So I was just looking at it now to kind of work that out. So he won the title. No, it can't be. Yeah, he won the title on the 15th of April. And since the 15th of April, he's defended his title against Tommaso Ciampa, Brody King, Kevin Knight, Pac, formerly Neville, Konosuke Takeshita.
Crazy.
And Sammy Guevara.
And the Sammy Guevara match, if you have to watch that, was
why does he need
nuts.
their world title having matches with these mid-card guys?
Because we all keep thinking he's going to lose to one of these guys. It's like, okay, well, now it's because all these guys were like on the cusp, though. Brody King, not Takesha, I guess, but there's always Sammy. I honestly thought there was a chance. I'm like, maybe this is the time now, especially because you can take it off. You can take it off him. Like,
I mean, this is exactly the opposite of what WWE
Darby
have as a problem. Like you have
anyone could beat him.
You have a champion who is beatable, and anyone could beat him at any time. But I think when you give me so many matches at such quick succession, you kind of tell me that none of these guys are going to win because it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. Darby, while he's the wee guy, it's Darby
I see what you're saying.
Allin.
Like, you have a guy that could lose at any time, but he's having all these like matches like so many times to guys that you don't think are going to win. So you're kind of reversing it. That he will win.
100%. And again, the matches
each match you can look at and think of a particular, like, there's a few moments in each match, but there's one standout thing from each and every single one of those matches that you will remember, because every single one of those has a crazy spot that only Darby could do and somehow not get hurt. And maybe that's not for everybody and all of that, but in the wrestling world and in the gimmick, it's worked because none of these people have been able to stop him because you can't kill him.
And yeah, I agree and I get that. But my only issue with that is I go, I remember that spot when he did that thing. Yeah, who was that against? I don't know who the other guy is because I don't care. So, somebody like Kevin Knight, one of the best wrestlers in the world potentially, but I don't remember him. Is that Darby's fault for not putting him over, or is it because he's not been pushed enough that it made sense for that match to happen in the first place?
Off the top suplex that didn't release. You can remember who did that at least. The Brody one, throwing him around like he was nothing, like just the crazy spots. The Sammy Guevara stuff that he did off the ladder. Only Sammy Guevara could do those things off the ladder. They were the flippy shit through all the things. Like it was just, again, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm on more of the side of it. I've just been so pleasantly surprised by it because I was not a Darby guy. You know that I've said this on this thing before. I like him, but it wasn't like, I was like, oh, I'll put the title on him. Like, what's he going to do? Now he's going to fight these guys and it's going to be whatever. Every match has been surprisingly better than I expected. And so now maybe the bar has finally been raised where it's like, okay, you know what? Now you're going against MJF and you're going against him in this giant pay-per-view, and MJF is doing the marketing run and everything. And now you have to put on a 5-star, or at least you have to show up and show out against MJF, the best in the world.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match. And
which I wouldn't have thought before. I'd be like, Darby versus him, MJF's going to beat the shit out of him, and that's it. Now I'm like, I don't know. Based on everything that's happened, is it for sure that MJF wins?
MJF wins. Yeah. He's not shaving his head, is he?
I don't know. I
that's the stipulation that makes me question it now, though.
If it didn't have the going bald stipulation, I would think MJF has more of a chance to win.
Exactly.
Because
I think it's a bait and switch.
The stipulation's throwing me. Maybe it's a bait and switch, but it's throwing me.
I think it's a bait and
They're working me. I'm getting worked here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the criticism against Darby was it. I don't know because I don't watch a lot of him. It wasn't that he doesn't have good matches, was it? Like, obviously he's going to put on a good match.
He always has good performances.
It's just because of how good he's been lately that I wish you had seen those matches and not know who's going to win.
I watched the one against Kevin Knight, but like I didn't have an idea who that was, and I know I don't watch a lot of AEW, but I still know the main event guys.
Yeah, that's the most forgettable out of all of them, in my opinion.
Sammy, you loved Sammy, but he's fallen off a cliff like a million different times. Like I don't think he's near the top. He
put on such a good match with Darby that I was like, oh shit, he's relevant again. Like he's cool again. Like he's doing all this stuff. Like I don't know, but maybe it's just me being hopeful.
Like I don't know. To me, like putting on a good match is one thing, but being the world title holder, putting on a good match, and it's more about like when you step in the arena and like the intangibles and stuff you can't teach or you can't do. Like just for me, maybe that's old school WWE thinking, but I mean maybe they do ride it out with Darby longer, see how long he can go. You know,
he does have some intangibles. That's what I'm saying. Like he does.
Yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah, maybe they can truly grow him into a main event guy. Maybe that's what they want to do. I don't know.
I think I would say Darby is a main event guy because he's got that.
Well, he is now. Yeah.
I would say he was
whether
before,
you want
like the last couple of years he has been.
Him and Sting were sick together.
Yeah, like he's been that guy for a while. Maybe
like a title carrying main event guy,
and that's the issue. I guess I look at it through the lens of someone who predominantly watches WWE. It's not that I don't watch AEW. I do. But I watch WWE more. So when I watch AEW, I'm watching it perhaps through that lens. And maybe that
is he the draw? Fair. Is he the guy where Tony's like, I don't care?
Yeah, if they don't care, if all their fans love it,
storyline and the fan base is more important. I'm fine. Yeah, I think
that's great. With that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll watch him against MJF. I do want to watch the pay-per-view, and I'll be like, oh, that was incredible. I want to see more of what he does. Yeah, I'm just a huge mark for MJF. I think MJF is incredible. Yeah. And
he's so good.
I don't know, like, what does he do if he loses again? Like, ultimately, I want him to go to WWE, but
I'm not worried about him at all. Whatever he does, it doesn't matter. Like the next feud he does, the next thing he does, he's instantly still the must-see TV for me. He's still the thing that I want more than anything. He doesn't need the title, but when I watch this match, I'm going to be rooting for him. I want him to win the match. If I had to predict based on my life, I would probably still say MJF, but the stipulation is throwing me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The only other match that I want to quickly shout out, because I think everyone should watch this, the Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW Women's title, the Toxic Spider, Tekla, Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander all absolute machines in the ring.
Yeah.
I am very excited to see how the four of them mix it up and put on an absolute banger, is my hope anyway. I think Tekla is probably about time for her to lose the title. I think she's done well with it. I think we've seen some good matches there, but I'm going to go out and say, am I? Yeah, do you know what? Jamie Hayter wins. I'm going to go Jamie Hayter.
Two of your girls in this match. I didn't know where you were going to go with it.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
Who's the current champ?
Tekla.
You don't know who that is? It's fair if you don't, obviously, because I don't feel like that's why I don't feel like she's risen and elevated the title and
I think
brought
I've heard her
the
name.
eyeballs.
Obviously I know Jamie Hayter and who's the other person? Statlander.
Yeah.
And Hikaru Shida has been around for a long time, and she's like a fan favorite. And
she's
one of their OGs.
She's been unreal on the indie circuit. Born in Vienna, Austria, so Wax will be a big fan. Yeah. But I think she's come in because she has a fan base outside of AEW and won the title. Not quickly, but relatively quickly.
Very quickly.
And I think she's done really well with it, but it's maybe time to give it to someone else and let her develop her character a little bit more. So it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun. That's all I want to take you through in there. There's a couple other matches on the card, but most of them are pish. But you know what? That's the highs and lows of being a wrestling fan. These things happen, you know. But that's it.
Anything else you guys wanted to talk about this week? Jay, anything on your mind?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much about it.
We covered a lot, man. We went through 2 pay-per-views and all of that, and gave some thoughts and predictions. We went through pretty much all of Raw too, which was interesting. So,
not sure. If you've managed to make it this far and listen, by the way, you might have realized that Wax isn't here. He's dead, basically.
I was going to say at the beginning, but I started coughing and dying.
Yeah, that cough that Brad has, he gave it. He was kissing Wax, and he caught it.
This is the news.
There we go. We got his voice in some way, shape, or form in there. Fantastic.
Agrabah.
Agrabah.
You know how it is with there. It is, and it's
good. I love it.
I was just watching. I put together a little video of our friend Pat's bachelor party. I tried to do the first drink, last drink thing, and by the time, obviously, I was smashed. I didn't get all of them. But Wax's is so funny, and like, there's this part where he's trying to open a door, and the handle goes up and down, and he's just like, can't figure it out the whole time. He's stuck inside trying to get outside, and everyone he comes out and everyone's like Agrabah, laughing at him. And then like 20 minutes later, he's in his bed, like in the dark, and I'm just like shining a light in his face. They're like, "Hey, how many drinks have you had?" And he's like, "Ugh."
What a tiny little rat. I love him.
We miss you, Wax. We'll see you next week. And thank you so much to everyone for listening to this episode of The 4 Jobbers. Catch us on social media at The 4 Jobbers everywhere, and we'll see you next freaking week, and I'll be healthy.
Go Habs, go.
Go Habs, go. Come on, the Arsenals.
Clap, clap.
The Gunners.
Clap, clap.